Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Cope Well podcast. I recently published an article talking about the benefits of Nonsleep Deep Rest and comparing that to mindfulness help with insomnia. And I wanted to talk more today, giving you how this non-sleep deep rest supports anxiety relief and how it's beneficial for so many of our current mental health issues. So, as a refresher, non-sleep deep rest refers to a set of practices. It includes yoga nidra, guided meditation. There's some popular on YouTube called iRest, and it includes these with specific breathing exercises. It induces a state of deep relaxation while you're actually still awake. This is designed to help the mind and the body really rest and recover and recharge and reset, all those R's, without the need for actual sleep. And it works by slowing down your sympathetic nervous system, which we know as the fight or flight response, because it activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which we know as the rest and digest response. And this shift that we create with non-sleep deep rest reduces the production of our stress hormones. We've all heard of how bad cortisol is for us. It also slows your heart rate as well as your breath. It decreases brainwave frequency. So it really helps guide you to that more relaxed alpha and theta brainwave state. And it also slows the flow of your thoughts, which can help you disengage with the anxious rumination we sometimes have, where we just loop in thoughts and we can't stop our negative thoughts. A lot of times this will work for me when we listen to something. I'm focused on something else other than my negative thoughts. So it does all of those great things. And here's really how it benefits anxiety and mental health, because it actually reduces anxiety and stress by activating the parasympathetic nervous system. So when that happens, it lowers our cortisol levels. It really creates this calming effect for us. This can be especially helpful for people who experience a feeling anxious about anxiety, like wondering when the next anxiety or panic attack is going to happen. And it's because this non-sleep deep rest provides a reliable, accessible tool to manage the stress, right? In the moment, you have this go-to tool that you know is proven to reduce anxiety and stress, especially over time. So the more you practice something like yoga nidra or this guided non-sleep deep rest, you're really going to begin to let your body and nervous system relax more often, and then that can become your new normal with lower cortisol levels versus feeling always like fight or flight. Another key benefit is that it improves emotional balance and mood. So this makes total logic after what I just explained to you. If it can reduce anxiety and stress, of course, this is going to improve our emotional balance and mood. And so some of the research, I wanted to do research on this, shows that even a 10-minute session of non-sleep deep rest can lead to significant improvements in reducing our negative emotions or feeling lower overall stress. And it helps that stress tension compared to just resting on your own, right? So we're really comparing apples to apples here. Regular rest, just passive rest, versus a non-sleep deep rest, much better with a non-sleep deep rest, the results. So this is another way that it makes this a valuable strategy for mood regulation. You're able to stay on more of an even keel when you access this calm state. It's really amazing. Another amazing benefit is it helps your sleep quality. When I recorded, I kind of pulled all of my favorite parts of Yoga Nidra and created a more recent recorded Yoga Nidra session for my clients. And I share in here share in my recording that when you practice Yoga Nidra, it activates your body's natural melatonin, so it can enhance your sleep quality. Non-sleep deep rest can help you fall asleep more easily. That's why I use it. It worked for me to stop my looping thoughts and just help my body relax. But it also improves your overall sleep quality because you're really teaching your brain to slow down the thoughts and enter this more relaxed state. So if you do experience insomnia or have sleep-related anxiety, non-sleep deep rest would be a great tool to try. A fourth benefit of non-sleep deep rest is that it supports recovery and physical readiness. So I've talked before about the connection between our physical and the emotional, right? When our bodies feel good, we're better able to regulate our emotions. So non-sleep deep rest is associated with better physical readiness and recovery, which indirectly supports mental health by improving overall well-being, right? That emotional resilience and our general resilience to how we handle stress. Another benefit is that it boosts our focus, it can help us learn, and it improves our cognitive performance, so our brain functioning. So non-sleep deep rest enhances our mental clarity. It helps with memory retention. Some of the research is really cool. It says studies found that just 13 minutes, I guess that was the average, of non-sleep deep rest daily practice improves attention, working memory. It reduces anxiety in response to stress. So that was amazing research I found. Wow, just like maybe if I only do a 10-minute practice each day, can I be smarter? So try that out. That's pretty awesome. Finally, I think I've talked before about neuroplasticity and our brain's ability to rewire the neurons to be more effective, right? When we create new behaviors and new thought patterns, new ways of being, the neurons are growing in new patterns so we can overcome old habits as we build new ones. And non-sleep deep rest facilitates neuroplasticity. So again, this is the brain's ability to rewire and adapt. And this is what is needed for learning new skills like coping strategies, because this is what benefits long-term mental health. So those are 6 ways that non-sleep deep rest really is beneficial to our emotional wellness and mental health. Now that you guys know some of the amazing benefits of this, I want to help you implement it, actually use it. So how would you practice this? Definitely create a quiet, comfortable space. You can use a guided meditation. You could listen to a Yoga Nidra. There are lots of free YouTube videos. That's how I started initially using some of the iRest. And experiment to find what you like, right? There's different scripts. I found that I found kind of a comfort in the repetition. So listening to the same one, my brain got used to it and I expected it and I wanted to keep hearing that. And then I was disappointed if a new one I tried didn't do some of the same things. So experiment and find one you like. And focus on slowing your breath. Practice getting that breath deep into your body. So when we say slow, deep breaths, train your body to shift from breathing high in your chest to getting the breath kind of lower in your belly, like a baby would breathe. So maybe put your hand on your belly and just see if when you inhale, does your belly expand? Does it push out? Or are you breathing way up high in your chest? That's where we tend to breathe when we're really stressed. And that's why slowing the breath can actually help calm our bodies down physically. This is also going to slow the heart rate. Another tool you could try is a progressive muscle relaxation. This is one of the coping strategies that I teach that I found can be beneficial for lots of different emotions. And this is a process where you tense and release each muscle group. Even if you just do some muscle groups, it can be quite beneficial. This can deepen the relaxation. You could even combine this. Try progressive muscle relaxation before breathing, before a yoga nidra. The last thing I would share or recommend for implementing non-sleep deep rest is, if you're going to try a new tool, commit to being consistent with it, even if it's for a shorter amount of time. Like, I'm going to do this for 7 days and see how I feel. See if it improves my sleep. See if it improves my mood or my thought quality or any of those good things that I mentioned. And if any of you are wondering, I have heard people say before that 20 minutes of yoga nidra is equal to an hour's worth of sleep. Clinical studies do show that non-sleep deep rest can be as restorative as several hours of sleep. And it's effective in some of these mental health issues, reducing depression, reducing anxiety, helping our stress levels. So it's been proven, I don't know the exact numbers, but if you are struggling to sleep or if you have a poor night's sleep, try non-sleep deep rest the next day. And to kind of sum all of this up, one of my favorite parts of this non-sleep deep rest is that it can be flexible. It can be a powerful tool that's actually easy to use. I love that it boosts emotional resilience and it helps lower stress and anxiety, and it helps me sleep. You don't need any special equipment, right? You just set yourself up, give it a go, listen, see if you like it. You may fall asleep while you do it, which is okay too. And finally, if you are really wanting more guidance, I do have a yoga nidra. I would recommend you listening to it on Insight Timer versus YouTube, because the background music I can't adjust it on YouTube once it's already published, but I can on Insight Timer. So I've enhanced or upgraded, improved the yoga nidra I have on Insight Timer. And I am just releasing a non-sleep deep rest specifically for anxiety on my YouTube channel. So if you're looking for one to start out with and you don't feel like searching and trying different ones, you're welcome to pull up my YouTube channel and check that out. And if you do have any questions on how to use this or how to implement any of the coping strategies that I talk about, please email me. I'm here to support you. I want to make the world a better place. I hope you all cope well.